things that you can control as a disc golf athlete are more important than working on technique. I do think technique is very important, and it will allow you to surpass certain plateaus that people very, very obviously hit. If you guys are plateaued at like 300, 350, name it, 450, 500, there's information, there's quality information out there. Check out Yuli's channel. Check out his pay to subscribe website. I may be involved in that at some point. I may not. So in this scenario, we have out of bounds OB tennis courts, and I'm on a basketball court. And so what I will do is I'm gonna clear the tennis courts, which is, I would approximate it as north of 400 feet. I'm not gonna shoot it with a radar or anything like that, a gun. But I'm not gonna laser it. I don't have one on me. But approximately it's 400 and some change. I'm going to imagine that the fairway is to the right of the tennis court. So these are out of bounds once you're inside that fence. I'm gonna carry over the fence with discs that are smarter first. And then I'm going to throw less intelligent choices that are more overstable, that have more of a likelihood of finishing in the out of bounds once I see what's possible with this carry. I threw one off film and it worked out fine, but I'm going to imagine this is a little bit of a bonusy hole. That's a par 4, and it's near that area there. Those are bathrooms. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find an appropriate plant that I imagine will be in frame, but I don't know. So yeah, I'll find an appropriate plant to the left of that bag. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run up from the left side of this, you know, it's a basketball court. I'm gonna call it my tee pad. I'm gonna run up from the right to the left to my plant, and we have a cross plant that's moving from right to left. So the smarter play, the golf decision, if you can't throw as far, is to take this fairway on a par 4. But if I can carry this out of bounds, which I know that I can, I'm gonna do that, but I have to find the right stability. So this will be a lesson in stability and wind, and a crosswind, and the wind's changing. So if I have time to wait, I will wait, because the wind just picked up as we speak. So if it's not my box, I can wait. If it's not my turn to tee off on the tee pad, like the basket's shaking. I have you guys set up on a basket. But I'll go ahead and throw a few in high winds. That may not work out, but these tennis courts are accessible, it's open. And they were just resurfaced, they're pretty. Some of you may know I enjoy tennis. I'm a tennis coach. So here's a crack at being a disc golf coach as well. So I'm gonna go from the back right of the tee pad to the front left of the tee pad, and I'm gonna accelerate decently well, but not so much so that I lack control. And if I get them to land nearish that bathroom, I'd be happy. But I'm looking at the right side of the bathroom. So that's well in bounds, but not overstable enough. It's a race type disc. I'm gonna throw a flow. This is slightly more stable. To some, it may be overstable. At certain speeds, it's really not. It just flies like an overstable-ish wraith. I'm gonna put it up on relatively the same angle, but a little bit less anhyzer out of the view. Okay, so that went way past where the intended basket would be. I have a basket I can put over there, but just kind of use your mind's eye. There's a large pine tree. I'm gonna try and put it near that pine, in the background, near-ish that bathroom. Let's imagine that the basket is on the right side of that pine, kind of a little bit defining the green, the putting green. Here we go. This is a somewhat overstable, it's brand new, overstable-ish, relative term. Halo Wraith. Okay, so that finished a little bit deep of the basket, but it's more pin high, but it's to the right side. So I'll get up and down. For a birdie was, you know, relative ease. I'll grab some more overstable discs. Doesn't really matter what they are. Brought 2 bags. I'm practicing today and just filming for my guy that is really good at editing. Because he's better at this than I am editing. He's probably a great disc golfer too, but who knows? So I'm gonna throw some fairways. This joker and this one. Because they're going too far with high speeds. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just gonna club down. In terms of envisioning the shot, that's fine as well. For me, the wind has picked up again. There's a flag in the background. Hey-oh. There's a flag in the background. America. So it's giving me a relative wind read, but if you know anything about anything, beware of flags. The finger flags and stuff that DGPT puts out are straight up liars. But so I'm gonna fairway, a couple fairways, whatever speed they are. It says it's a 9-speed, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna put this one by this tree, maybe, but my main prerogative here, my main tactical goal is to get the disc, doesn't matter if it's a driver or mid-range, whatever, to get over these tennis courts which define the out of bounds. Let's see how it works out with a fairway that I don't know. This was a gift from a buddy. I don't buy frisbees, so this one I think is a Lariat, but it was a gift from another buddy, Justin Freeman. I'll throw that thing too. Envision the line moving from the left to the right, and then hopefully not hit that sign, the pole that has lights on it that will break probably. So I gotta put them a little bit under those, and then have it finish a little bit to the left towards that pine tree where the theoretical basket is. Doesn't matter the technical element I'm working on here, guys. I'm gonna use a little bit of hips and I'm gonna rotate with a little bit more speed, but under control. So I hit the base of that pine tree, which is an eagle. This is a pretty soft par 4 that is not on a course. I'm looking at this course in Fayette, Alabama, a potential course at a park in Fayette, Alabama called Guthrie something. Fairway, Lariat. These are supposed to be more overstable. some dude's name's on this disc. His name is Matt, but that's not me, Matt. And it's supposed to be max weight. Who knows? Doesn't matter. I'm gonna put it up and try and replicate that same line. I've heard these go far, but I'm not gonna down tempo and go into the out of bounds. I don't know if you can zoom in on that, but I literally hit the thing that I said not to hit. Not on purpose. I hit where the lights are, kind of, but I hit the pole that's erected over there that holds the lights. This is a creosote wooden pole, but I kicked into the out of bounds, so not good. Wind has decreased a little bit. I'm gonna throw these two guys that are faster speed from a company that rhymes with Schwinnova. So here we go. Same thought process, but I'm gonna have to lay off these, which I don't like. It's better probably to throw a full swing. I also do not know these discs. Finished way right. It's also blue. Sorry about that. Probably hard to track in the sky. But I'm gonna throw the same type of disc, which is the same run relatively. This one seems as though it may. There's an Academy sticker on it. It's from my buddy Lance Steck that finds discs, and then he calls it people, but a lot of people just let him have these discs, so he gives me a bunch of free discs sometimes. So I'm gonna throw the same one. It says it's max weight. It says it costs whatever it costs at Academy. It probably will not make my bag ever, but we'll see. Same line relatively. I'm kind of focused on that pole, but not really. The likelihood of me hitting that pole from 400 and change, or whatever we're at, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna put it high and have it stall really, really high in the air and come back to the basket. If it's windy, it won't work out because this is not overstable enough. But then I'll throw like 2 or 3 distorters. This really doesn't matter, guys. Good job, Annabelle. They flew exactly the same-ish. Here we go. I'll flex on the internet and then I'll throw some destroyers. I'm going to see this guy on Monday. And then this dude is fun. I didn't pay for these discs. I think Noah made me give him $20 for this. Thanks, Noah. Here we go. Yuli, Buzz SS. I don't know how it flies because it's like ninja in anything woods, and I'm red-green colorblind, so this disc doesn't really get thrown. If you want it, buddy, you can have it. Here we go. I'm gonna put a little bit more gas on this to get it over this fence. So I'll throw near full power, but I'm trying to maintain balance while the disc comes out of my hand. And then whatever happens dynamically post throw. So Buzz SS, a lot of gas, 95% doesn't matter. Gonna clear. This is the wrong disc. The Snow Daddy is a better disc. Ask Noah what this is called, because he charged me $20 for it. There we go. Did not throw it near fast enough. This one I know-ish, because it's a backup to a disc that's in my bag. I threw my whole bag, not from this location, from back there. Doesn't matter, it's off frame. I'm not gonna move this camera because it's a pain. I'll move the basket. There she goes. I'm filming on this Joker that's like so cheap. But there's my bag, relatively. My bag is in this area. I threw a bunch of low ceiling shots to practice getting to that theoretical basket eventually as a par 4 with the tee pad over there. Now the tee pad is near where my disc is. Let's block it. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna use this Noah Mitsuma dish that Noah charged me money for. I'll put it on the internet, so maybe people will buy this. It's kind of hard to find, but it's a Tour Series disc from the early 20s. I didn't even know they made discs in the golden era in the 1920s, but what a gem. Here we go. Gonna be able to throw this full power because it's overstable-ish. And I might yank over on it a little bit so I finish on the right side-ish of the OB. But I'm gonna give it enough gas regardless to clear all of these tennis courts. There's not that many of them. There's only 4 tennis courts. Not that big of a deal, but I'm gonna throw however far I am away from the tennis court, carry that, and then go probably 100 feet past the tennis courts on the other side. And try and put it near the basket with a mid. It's not that far. It's like probably 420, 430. It's not that big of a deal. Here we go. I'll throw from further back too. Cool, eagle putt. This last disc is a destroyer, and it's very overstable. I've thrown it a couple times. I'll throw this last destroyer. I'll throw 2 more discs from this area. That's my plant or tee pad. I'm gonna throw from there. Try and get the disc to go up and just go a little bit past the basket. Or I'll have some fun. There's a playground area. There's 2 knuckleheads on a swing to the right. So I'm gonna go way past the bathroom, probably, and not have the disc go to the right, probably. They're in their teens, they're fine. I'm not gonna hit these guys. Good disc. I don't know this disc either, but I'll throw one more. A little dirty, might be slippy out of the hand. It's called a Hutaiarium. Here we go. You good? Coming your way. Okay. Over your head. One of those little knuckleheads picked up one of my discs. I'll walk over there. Y'all are good. Don't worry about it. You guys want to be on YouTube? You want to be on YouTube? You want to be on YouTube? Okay, I'll turn it off. But it should be enough. I'm going to pick up these discs. I picked up a number of them. do my whole bag out here. So relative to the video, this is a fairway-ish. And you have a couple of options that you can take. You can go along this fence and shoot like a lower gap and potentially be punished by a low ceiling. So I like this as a fairway, potentially for a course. And then I imagine these oaks may have been planted intentionally. Maybe nature just kind of did her job, but there's some fairways that you can choose from. But I chose like the safer option and ended up in these areas, like way down here on my best shot. I'm just gonna call them Philip and Brittany. Philip and Brittany, locals out here. One of them's pregnant. So yeah, I just threw, these are my best driver shots, and I don't have what I would deem a putt-putt at that is relatively where the basket would be, that pine and that bathroom. But you can see back to my car where the car is. So that's where I threw down this fairway. There's a little bitty car. There's a car. Down that fairway. I threw from near where that trash can is. And then the fairway is defined here. And it goes to this pine. And then, yeah, there's the tennis course, and the basketball court is back in that area where my basket is. So I threw from relatively where that basket is, a little bit in front of it. I don't know if it's hard to see. Anyhow, get out there, get practicing, guys. Go have fun. I'm practicing a lot. And spoke with a good friend, a couple of good friends about continuing to do this YouTube stuff. Really, this is for you. Anyway, have a great day, guys. Hope it helps. A little bit of, you know, a summation of the goal, the tactical goal. Didn't really get into any technical elements, but if you're trying to win the game, don't worry about technique so much. Pro tip, you guys stack your discs all together in relatively the same fashion. So putters, mids, drivers, fairways. Here's my last putter I have to pick up, hopefully. It makes it easier, and then you can put them back in your racks or wherever you keep your discs, so you can practice. These are my practice discs. I threw some discs that are trying to make the bag, but no big thing. Have a good day. Hope it helps, guys. Get out there, get practicing. Check back. I'll be putting up more videos. With Scott's help, I'll edit them to where they look like this. Have a good day.